Hey there, Modern Math teacher. Welcome to today's episode of Poolside PD. I can't believe we are halfway through August, you guys. I am recording this on the Sunday before I go back to work. My Lions are up. I know it's a preseason game, but I love it all the same. And I am super excited for what this school year can bring for me and for all of you. So if you are going back to school this week, welcome. Happy back to school week. I am right there with you. We've got 2 episodes of Poolside PD this week, 2 next week. And then we are back to our normal format of just 1 episode each week to help get us through the school year. So, I want to have a real moment with you guys today because, trying new things in your classroom isn't always magical, right? Like sometimes you go in with best intentions, but it is just completely a mess, right? So, today I want to share with you guys the story about my first real world project that I ever ran and how it just completely flopped, you guys. It was structured, it was aligned, it was created by the experts, right? It's research based, but it didn't work. My students didn't care and I was just ready to give up and cry. But you guys, something happened that changed everything. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about through this episode. Plus, I'm going to share with you how I'd plan differently now using different AI tools to make it easier and more effective because we're all about working smarter, not harder here, my friends. So if you've ever tried to bring in something engaging and it totally crashed, this episode is for you. All right, you guys. So let's talk. I still remember the day I launched the quote unquote perfect expert project and watched it crash and burn. You guys, it was pulled straight from a professional PBL training from the real experts, right? Designed by them. It was well structured, it was aligned to standards, and it was beautifully scaffolded. It was a laser maze that students would like escape and maneuver through using geometry and spatial reasoning. Sounds pretty cool, right? I was so sure that my students would love it and that it would be a hit because instead it was crickets. It was a hot mess, you guys. Nobody knew what they were doing. No one saw the point of it. The energy in the room was just dead. And it was killing me that I had spent the entire weekend with my husband at Home Depot building this giant pegboard maze for them. Okay. I just remember sitting in my room thinking, like, okay, so if even the pros can't help me engage these kids, what the heck am I supposed to do? And it wasn't just like disappointment that the project was a flop. Like that sucks, right? But it was burnout. Ugh, early signs of burnout, right? I'd spent so much time prepping, organizing, and trying to do it right, and it still didn't work. And that was just like a breaking point for me. Okay. So here's what I did: scrapped it. Never used that project again. Okay. I stopped trying to impress the experts and started listening instead to my students and what they were interested in. What are they arguing about at lunch? What are the random debates popping up in class? What actually matters to them? What do they care about? Enter the Change My Mind project. You guys, this project was a hit like none other. Students picked a pop culture hill to die on, something like who's the best rapper of all time? Who is the GOAT athlete, right? Who is the most underrated Marvel character? They had to gather data, use actual statistics to build their case, and change someone's mind. Oh my gosh, you guys, the engagement was unreal. They chose the topic, they built the argument, they presented their case like little data driven lawyers. Like they knew what was what, and it worked. It was magical, you guys. Suddenly, I had students excitedly talking about statistics and mean and median and mode, debating about standard deviation and did it matter in this case, like literally yelling across the room at each other about why that didn't work and what statistic wasn't valid. Guys, the same kids who groaned through like that laser maze, they were all in on this. Okay. So you can have that happen too, right? Looking back, here's what I know for sure. So if your project doesn't connect to your kids, it does not matter how pretty it looks, how much time you spent on it, it's going to flop. Okay. Now I know something else. If you're trying to design these kinds of tasks from scratch while juggling everything else, you, my friend, are on track for burnout. Okay. So that's where AI tools have changed the game for me. And I super want to encourage you to use them. Okay. If I were designing that project again today, I would use AI to brainstorm high interest, age appropriate topic ideas tied to current trends, draft sample student prompts or rubrics customized to the different levels of the students in my classroom, generate the scaffolds for group roles and reflective questions, right? Like the things that take so much extra effort, right? And help differentiate the task for students who need more structure. I love AI because it's not replacing my creativity, right? I still have the idea of the project and what I want to do, but it does streamline the parts of the project that suck your time and drain your energy, you guys. And that means more energy for connection, feedback, and actual teaching with your students. Okay. So if you're thinking, heck yeah, I want to try something real and relevant this year, but I'm afraid it won't land, and you don't want to end up in the mazer tag fail like I did, you're not alone and you're not doing it wrong. You just need a better way. Okay. And that's why I created that whole modern math teacher membership, right? It's got the done for you projects and warm ups that actually work with your students, a planning framework to help you teach smarter, not harder. All about that, my friends, and a support system built for real teachers in real classrooms. And if you're not ready to join yet, you didn't join us in August, no worries. You can start by grabbing the free project or practice expert guide to help you plan your first real world task with confidence. Okay. I'm going to drop that link in the show notes. Remember, you don't have to burn out to make an impact. Let's build something better together. Until next time, you guys, keep it real.